Good morning, traders. I'm using my headset today. Hopefully, I get better audio this time. Crossing my fingers. This is my 9 in the morning video. So 9 minutes, 9 stocks. I'm trying to talk about here real quick. Please like the video if you can on YouTube and retweet it on Twitter if you get a chance, or X, whatever you want to call it. And please, leave comments below if you get a chance. I will have a link to my Discord room. If you want to see my updated charts for all the different stocks and stuff, I follow the Mag 7 and try to keep updated charts on all those. Okay, so basically, this is my screen for my live Zoom uh, uh, meeting every day. We had this up all day long in the trading. Some main things I'm looking at here. The Nasdaq is leading about a day ahead of the S&P, breaking trends. Rolling out of trends here. I got a red line right here, right around the 384.36. Right there is the Keltner 100. Keltner 100. 100 as the SMA on it. Keltner 100. The low 4 hour. So if you have the Keltner channel, the low of the Keltner channel is right here. So that's very critical. If we start losing that, I think that is your main tell to stay short the market. Okay, on the Nasdaq, it is technically leading by a day to the downside on the S&Ps. Now, what we had yesterday, we came in, we broke away from primary trend Friday on the S&P on the Qs, and we just completely puked it up yesterday. So yesterday we broke away from trend, the Friday trend. We broke away. So if we're running a day behind, we might actually see some more bearishness on the S&Ps that relative to what we might be seeing on the Nasdaq if the trend continues to persist. Okay. Um, okay. That's one thing here. Before I get mess with my charts up here real quick, I wanted to mention that I got these boxes right here. These are single prints. So basically, the volume profile came down so fast yesterday afternoon that we didn't put hardly any value in this green area right here. So we came back up, still didn't put much value into that, and we have spent most of the overnight session backfilling that single print area. So basically, they're having a very difficult time trying to put in higher prices. So it's really a bearish pattern given what's going on here on the Qs. Now, switching over to the S&P real quick here. Yeah, I'm already 2 minutes in. I've only done one chart. Figure that one out. Okay, 2.5 minutes actually. So basically, we had a complete and total rejection up here. Didn't even come back up and try to fill it here. Single print area up here at the top. That was yesterday, and then we put a smaller one down here at the bottom. It's typically a continuation setup whenever you see dual single prints like that. That is one of the key things you're trying to look for to identify a possible continuation to the downside. Okay, on the we are also there's a daily on your daily time frame, your Keltner high, okay, with a 20 SMA is right in this area as well, acting as support. So just keep that one on watch as well. Still quite a bit of support down here, so we're not completely falling out of bed. Again, we're into the single print area, back into filling and stuff. I did identify also uh, a moving average on the 2 hour time frame. There's a 100 SMA right here at the top of this. So as far as I'm concerned, as long as you're below this 100 SMA, you should remain short the markets. So let's keep that one on watch today. Uh, what was going on in the price action yesterday here on the VX futures was suggesting to us that there might be some trouble brewing. The inability to come back inside the downward channel from last week and holding a bid above this downward regression channel suggested that big money was buying insurance yesterday on the market where we are currently trading at. And as far as the bonds go, we're hovering right around the 4.25% on the bonds, really not going anywhere in the overnight session. We'll see what happens here. That's a very critical area um, in the markets, the 4.25. Yeah, so just keep that one on watch. You know, that should be that should be the top of the range on the bonds, but time will tell. Currently, they are pricing in an 85% chance in Europe come March that there's going to be a rate cut. So they're really getting extremely optimistic on a rate cut, and it's really evident in these what's going on in the bond market here. So definitely keep that one on watch. So we're already halfway through my nine. Oh, we're halfway through my 9 minutes. 1 second here. So, in primary things I'm looking at here, guys, we seem to be breaking into Amazon. This seems to be leading to the downside today. Target down here into the 141, 140 area. If this continues to break down here, that's based off of a head and shoulders of potential, based off of somebody broke this the center line of the channel there. I use that as the anchor point. So typically that's how you would draw your anchor point based off that center line, and that would project down to here if this continues to play out. So definitely keep that one on watch. This might be a laggard trying to catch up with the rest of the monsters of the deck. I identified that yesterday into the close that we'd be probably breaking out of this thing coming in this morning. That's what we're doing. So definitely keep this one on watch. Tesla having a little problems this morning. News out this morning that the Norwegian countries, they're talking about a possible strike to get higher wages. So that's weighing on the very expensive Tesla stock. The downtrend is solidly in place on Tesla with a potential head and shoulders pattern, potential breakdown here. So be very mindful of this scenario. What's going on here? A technician, the technical trade on this is to short this until we break out of the downtrend. So the downtrend is very much valid. This is a shortable stock until it finally breaks out. So, that's how you would generally trade this Tesla stock. NVIDIA is really important this morning. So we're back testing this trend line to the tick as we speak here. It's a 6:18 in the morning. Very, very critical back test. If Tesla starts, or if NVIDIA starts losing this, this could be pretty bad for the markets if this happens. So definitely keep this one on watch going forward here. We have found some support here before. That's why it's so important. That has been, we're looking below this last prior resistance area. It could be a look below and bounce. Definitely keep this one on watch. This is going to really be a big tell for the markets. Oh yeah, another thing. It coming down into this area right here. If we open right here into that trend line, I do not think you should jump in real quick to the long side. This is one here you need to give a little bit of time and get a clearer read, in my opinion. Because we have already broken some critical supports. So you might just want to wait a little bit on that and let the market take some of it back and go against you a little bit and just get in at a little bit higher price on that one. Another stock really on close watch here is Microsoft. We're already at the market maker move low for the week. We're projecting a price all the way down into the 355 area. So be mindful of that. Okay, the last one I'm going to go with here, guys, that's Meta. Technically, this should be buy the dip here on Meta. So be mindful here, because we've held this as support. Very critical buy zone. We came down into that yesterday. We're bouncing off of it, a little bit higher price point into the market maker move. Expected low for the week already. This is one that I would, until proven otherwise, something I'd be looking to the long side. So be mindful of that. So we're past 9 minutes here. So that's just a few things I'm looking at right here. So we'll see what happens today.